Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the January 6th, 2026 work session of the Town of Ossining. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
Mayor,
Present.
Councilmember Fields to Will,
Here.
Councilmember Manicchio,
Here.
Councilmember Weiss,
Present.
Supervisor Feldman.
Present.
Okay, go to supervisor's announcements.
Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. We are happy to be here with you. And on behalf of myself, Jennifer Fields to Will, and Angela Manicchio, we'd like to thank you for your support and electing us for another year or 3, as the case may be. Okay, the new federal eligibility requirements for SNAP have come out and have taken effect. So please reach out to the Department of Social Services by calling 914-995-3333 for any assistance you may require while navigating these new regulations. The United States Postal Service has made an important change in procedure that affects the timing of postmarks. This change will impact the time-sensitive mail like tax payments and other bills. For more information, please go to www.currentfederaltaxdevelopments.com. Sustainable Westchester has informed us that Westchester Power Renewable Energy Program has been discontinued. You should have gotten a postcard in the mail. Customers who take no action will be returned to Con Edison as their default supplier of electricity, so you do not need to do anything. For questions about the Westchester Power Program or to learn more about Sustainable Westchester's wide-ranging services, please email info@sustainablewestchester.org or call 914-242-4725, extension 128. The Ossining Farmers Market has closed for the winter season, and it will be reopening on May 2nd. The Ossining River Jam Band applications are open. There is a link to apply on our town Facebook and Instagram pages. The Westchester County Beeline buses now accept tap to pay. Simply tap your phone, credit card, debit card, or OmniCard to ride. T-Town will be hosting the Eagle Walk on Saturday, January 10th, starting at 9 a.m. For more information, please visit ttown.org. The Briarcliff Ossining Ministerial Association will be hosting the Dr. Martin Luther King Interfaith Service on January 18th at 5 p.m. Please visit www.starbeth.org for more information. The Ossining Public Library will be celebrating the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution with a talk from the town historians about Ossining on Wednesday, January 25th at 7 p.m. More about Ossining's role in the Revolutionary War. Anyway, Bethany Arts Community Docent Program will be running from January 31st to March 4th. The program aims to expand its volunteers' knowledge of art and history while strengthening communications, critical thinking, and leadership skills. Please visit bethanyarts.org for more information. The docents help lead people through the exhibits. So it's a great volunteer opportunity to learn history at the same time. Remember, Neighbors Link is a great source of information for our immigrant population. Please visit their website, www.neighborslink.org, and click resources to register to attend informational webinars about knowing your rights in English and in Spanish, or to find contact information for trusted professionals. As always, our Ossining Public Library will be hosting many events, including movies, craft, meditation, tutoring, yoga, book clubs, and more. Please see their website at ossinglibrary.org for more information. The Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center has events, programs, resources, and presentations, all dedicated to providing support to everyone who is a part of the LGBTQ+ community, including many virtual and in-person support groups and clubs for a multitude of different topics. Please check out their website at loftgaycenter.org for more information. And for more fun and interesting events being held locally, you can look at the supervisor's update on the supervisor's webpage to see them. Thank you. Do any of my colleagues have any other announcements? Okay, great. Thank you.
So we're going to be moving on to their discussions for our work session. And the first off, we're just going to continue our discussion regarding the 2026 fee schedule. I know that there had been some questions that were given to the highway cemetery superintendent and to the town building department, and they answered a couple of the questions. So just give me 1 second so I can share.
Yeah, the most important thing is he did more of an equal percentage increase for the graves.
Yes,
So,
this percentage across. That's what it
It was closer to.
yeah, well,
Is it more?
yeah. Okay.
You'll see.
So we're gonna start with the building department. So there had been a question regarding the driveway permits. Let me see if I can do this a little more. Is that better or something? Yeah. So there had been questions regarding the driveways and why they wanted to create this permit. So the reason why the building department they gave us is that they wanted to basically have a way to regulate major changes that are having to a driveway or an increase to impervious surfaces. Right now, according to section 200-21B that Sandy pointed out to, there's a creation of more than 100 square feet of impervious surface on such lots is subject to the issuance of a permit. So this would be the creation of said permit. And it wouldn't be required if an applicant is just asking to re-blacktop or to repaving an existing driveway. This is basically if you're going to be creating a new driveway or if you're going to be making your driveway a whole lot more bigger, which falls into that section of the code. And that's why that they had requested to set that as the driveway permit. Any
Okay,
questions?
and I agree with, any creation of that much more impervious surface can trigger a stormwater evaluation, so.
And
To
yeah,
see if they're gonna be running into their neighbors or just what the plan is, so I'm in favor of this change.
so but now it's going to be set at like at $100 if the work is up to $1,000. For any additional $1,000, it's going to be $15 X more. So if we're okay with that, adding it to the,
Adding it to the fee schedule?
Yeah, okay. with
Oh.
that. Yep.
so I will put that in green. Be excited.
She's so colorful.
It helps me when I go back tomorrow because today and tomorrow. And then the next one we had was regarding. Don't know what's going on with my computer. Give me 1 second. Like dying on me. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
So it was work performed without a permit?
Yes, thank you. Okay. So work performed without a permit. There had been questions as to what it currently states for 2025 is that all fees were tripled if it was found out that you were requiring if you did work without a permit. The request that came in from the building department was that they wanted to add it's going to be minimum $1,000 or 3 times the fee, whichever is more. The building department said that they're just trying to become the same as the village of Ossining. So the village of Ossining has it set at $1,000 or 3 times fee, whichever is more. So they're just trying to follow what the village is doing. So,
Okay.
Yep, that's fair.
fair? Okay, so I'll put that one in green as well. Hopefully this time my computer doesn't freeze. Okay. And then the other question had been the subdivision planning board application fee. So this one, just give me 1 second. Let me scroll to the bottom. The building department just wanted to make clear that they're just wanting to increase the application fee. It wouldn't be for actually any kind of work. And this would bring it up to what the rate is for the planning board. So this would be for the zoning, but it would match it up to what the planning board's already charging. It would just make it equal.
It was for okay, just so that the planning board fee for a subdivision application and the planning board application are the same fee.
Yeah, the planning and the zoning board
Right.
would be the same. Mhm.
So
And this is just an increase to the application.
they both have fees, planning and zoning, but they're just the same, right?
The zoning board would be if, it wasn't allowed, an allowed use in the area and it was going to be given a variance or not, and that there's application to go before that board. And that had one set fee, and the planning board for an application to go before them for a
It's
new
another fee.
was a completely different fee, and they just want to keep those in line with each
Okay.
other, so.
Fair.
Yeah, so it would be bringing them up to be the same rate. So are we okay with
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I will make sure to put that as green. Okay, and then I think that was all from the building department. So the other changes, they said that they were okay with that, which they already proposed, and I let them know that. Okay. So then moving on to the cemetery, which is where we had a couple more questions. So let me just scroll up. So starting off, there had been like the idea of there being some kind of like percentage increase or just making it kind of all equal across the base of an increase. The only thing that Pete was asking is, can we round it up to be like a whole number? Just because, it's very hard to collect, like, for example, like $68.75 for a grave, just make it kind of a whole number. That was his one request, and we're going to see that. And then the one thing he did say he was okay with that you had asked questions was regarding the baby graves and children graves. He said that they very, very, very rarely get any kind of graves for babies or children. At most, they get one or two a year. That's if any. It's very rare, but he is in agreement with leaving them at the 2025 rate. So we'll keep them at the 2025 rates.
Great.
So so if you see on the orange side, that was kind of like an example that we said, like what would look like at a 6% increase raise. And then this is what Pete came back to, which is what is in the yellow. So for the single depth, we're looking at increasing it to $3,500. It's just a rounding again to a whole number.
Well, what we did was we took his proposed increases, figured out what the percentage was. And then,
Just round them up to the
or
nearest
for, for the standard grave, and then use that percentage across all of them. And he's rounded them to a whole number.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The double depth would be at $4,200. Sorry. We said the children's grave. Oh my gosh, what is this? The children's grave will stay the same. The baby grave will stay the same. Cremation grave is going to be to $1,600. Again, it's just a $10 just to round it off. The section 12 single depth at $5,100. Double depth at $5,600. This one, did you hear back from the Columbriums? Are we setting them at the 2,200 rate? And the 900? Is that what we
Yeah,
set
I
them?
would go with his
Okay.
recommendation, and he did provide documentation on the other cemeteries in the area, and we are below or in line with them,
Yeah.
including St. Augustine.
Yeah, that's the one that he really said when he was looking at. It's the other local cemetery. The section 12 internment for the single depth at $2,400. Everything else is staying the same. Going down to the internment single depth, $2,400. Children's grave and baby grave staying the same. I believe those were the only ones. Yes, those were the only ones that we had questions on. So if you guys are okay with those changes, then we'll keep the ones in yellow.
Looks good to me.
Yep.
Okay. And then I believe that was it regarding the
Okay.
fees. Are there any other questions you guys have on the
Um,
fees or anything?
So the rec fees, we are gonna,
Discuss.
Karen, Bill and I are gonna sit down and discuss the ones that we were not sure about.
Okay.
And then we will bring you what the determination, the recommendation from that conversation is.
All right, we can wait till then, right? We can wait to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have current fees.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nobody's in a hurry to pay more. Or
yeah, so if anything, we'll adopt the fee schedule as is, as we've agreed upon today. And then if we need to do another resolution to update the fee schedule when we want to make certain changes, we can always do that. But we'll adopt these at least so that, the cemetery can keep going and the building department can start issuing new permits. So we'll do that. Okay?
Gotcha.
Great, thank
And
you.
yeah, and it just requires a town board adoption, and then we can update the fee schedule.
which means we can do that at any time.
At any time, yes, at any time. And then our next topic of discussion, just give me 1 second so I can stop sharing,
That's why I wanted to pay.
is our liaison reports, liaison appointments. Give me 1 second. So I want to thank the board for completing the Google Sheet that we created, and responding back, and we try to balance everybody's wishes. So as of right now, this is what we have set as the liaisons. I could share. So for Supervisor Feldman, de facto on all the committees.
Which is everything.
Which is everything. But with the, with the focus on the Briarcliff Manor Fire Department, the Community Equity Task Force, Green Ossining Committee, the Intermunicipal Agreement Committee, Intermunicipal Leadership Team, Ossining Communities That Care, Ossining Fire Department, Ossining Volunteer Ambulance Corps, Ossining's 250th anniversary, which is a committee that's for this year's 250th. Sustainable Westchester, Teton Lake Reservation, and the Westchester Municipal Officials Association. Followed up by Councilmember Greg Meyer. We are going to be reappointing you as Deputy Supervisor. The Comprehensive Plan Zoning Committee, Green Ossining Committee, Historic Hudson's River Towns, the Intermunicipal Agreement Committee, Intermunicipal Leadership Team, New York State, the Ossining School District, Teton Lake Reservation, Village of Ossining and Westchester County, and the Westchester Municipal Planning Federation. Next up for Councilmember Jennifer Fields Twill, we have the Business Development Committee, IFCA, the Ossining Chamber of Commerce, Ossining Communities That Care, Ossining Communities Action Program, Ossining Police Reform and Reinvention Working Committee, Village of Briarcliff Manor, Westchester County, and the Westchester Municipal Officials Association. Councilmember Angela Manicchio. We have Briarcliff Manor Chamber of Commerce, Briarcliff Manor Fire Department, Briarcliff Manor School District, the Highway Department, the Ossining Boating Canoe Club, Ossining Fire Department, Ossining Historical Society, Recreation Advisory Board, the Village of Briarcliff Manor, and the Village of Ossining Water Department.
Good.
And then we have Councilmember Matt Weiss, the Business Development Committee, Community Equity Task Force, Ossining Historic Cemeteries Conservancy, the Ossining Public Library, Ossining's 250th Anniversary, Recreation Advisory Board, the Village of Ossining Water Department, and the Westchester Municipal Planning Federation, WMPF. Are there any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody needs anything switched?
Good job.
No, good. Okay, so then we will be adopting this at the reorg meeting. You should be
Yes.
good with that. Okay. And then I believe that's it. Do you have anything else?
No.
No. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Valerie was not, didn't come today with the zoning updates, but we'll be getting them soon. So hope you enjoyed your holiday break. Okay, so we adjourn to executive session for advice of counsel.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we thank you for joining us in the new year. Our next meeting will be at the courthouse on January 13th for our reorg meeting. So the short length of this one will be offset definitely by the length of our next meeting. Thank you and have a good night.